All right, it's Mr. Rops.
And Mr. Cole.
And we are here today to talk about quadratic functions that look like these nice red parabolas, they're called. And so what the graph we have right now is y equals x squared. That's this graph here. And I've set up an equation that I can change a, h, and k. And currently I have a equal to 1, h is 0, and k is 0, so that it's purely just y equals x squared. And I want to look and see what's going to happen when I change this a value in front to a negative 1, so it's negative x squared. So if I take my a value and I change it to negative, a is negative 1, and ooh, what happened there, Mr. Cole?
So every point got reflected. So each value of x that we squared then became negative.
Right, so this is a reflection over the x-axis. All right, let's put that back. All right, let's try a different scenario. Let's try x minus 2 squared plus 3. And when we're doing these, we should follow our order of operations. So the first thing we should do, negative 2 is going to happen first to it. So let's change it to, what do you think is going to happen if I go x minus 2, Mr. Cole?
Okay, I think that's going to translate the whole graph over to the right.
So to the right. It's kind of backwards of where you thought, but of where intuitively you think you should go the other way. But let's see what happens if I go 1, 2. H is 2. Well done. All
nice.
Right. And then I'm going to go plus 3 after that.
Okay.
I predict it's going to move up 3 points. And so if I change that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and there's my parabola up on top.
Okay. Right. What should we do? Should we see what happens when we put in a negative and then talk it through? Or?
Okay, let's see now. If I take it and do a negative, let's go to my a value. Let's make the negative value now. I'm going to change my a to negative 1. Watch what happens. Ooh, I get this upside down parabola.
Okay, so the vertex didn't move, did it?
No, the vertex stayed the same. It stayed at 2, 3, and it reflected here.
Okay. Should we do that slowly to sort of see why that happens?
Okay, so let's put this back the way it was.
Get back to x squared, I think.
Okay, I'll put it back to x squared. Okay, here is x squared.
Okay, so what do? We moved it along first.
Right.
So we changed the h to negative 2.
Oh, wrong way. Right. So order of operations says we do h first. Because
it's in the brackets.
In the brackets.
And then we did a multiplying bit, right? So we're gonna do the reflection.
Right. Then the reflection here to negative 1.
Okay. And finally we do the addition. So add the k.
3. And there we go.
Nice. That's it.
Okay. So if I have a negative x squared, this negative is a reflection over the x-axis.